Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please stand, remove your hats for the presentation of the colors by the Fargo Public Schools Air Force Junior ROTC under the direction of Colonel Stephen Muse and Technical Sergeant Conway Kangas. The color guard team today is commanded by Cadet Samuel Huff, accompanied by Cadet Brooklyn Klein, Cadet Toby Krebs, and Cadet Zachary Thompson. Please join with the senior choir as we sing our national anthem. The choir is directed by Mrs. Sarah Lichtblau.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, and the class of 2017, please be seated.
Before we begin, I would like to draw your attention to the rose placed on the stage. It is in memory of Freddie D. Ray Rimana. Family, friends, and fellow graduates, welcome to today's graduation ceremony held in honor of Fargo South High School's class of 2017. My name is Margaret Johannesson, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for today's celebration. Throughout these past 4 years at Fargo South, I was lucky enough to be your senior class president, be involved with student council, BOV, National Honor Society, and Bruin Ambassadors, as well as run cross-country and track. This fall, I will be attending North Dakota State University for French education. For the past 12 years, each of us has been on an individual journey of successes and failures, ups and downs, floating in and out of various activities, trying to discover what this life is for us. As different and challenging as our experiences may have been, we all had one goal in mind while attending Fargo South: graduation. Most of us have been together since 6th grade at Carl Ben-Eielson, where we first taught how to act the Bruin way. Since then, some have left, but we have picked up many new faces along the way, and I couldn't be more proud of the individuals I'm graduating alongside today. We have come together as Bruins, learned valuable lessons, made lifelong friends, and made memories that will last us a lifetime. All of our individual experiences came together and molded to form the class of 2017. Fargo South is a place where teachers encouraged us to break the status quo and define ourselves as we choose. While today marks the end of our beloved high school careers, today is also the start of something bigger and better and brighter. This is just the beginning on our journey to becoming whatever we want to be. We can be an astronaut, a surgeon, a teacher, an intellectual, or even a stay-at-home dad. Our welcoming speaker for today is someone who never fails to stir up laughter among his peers. He was spotted as the silly, fearless freshman at Fargo South sporting events, promoting his Twitter. Since then, his upbeat attitude, along with some occasional comical sarcasm, has only gotten better and provided FSH strong leadership and quirky ideas. This is no surprise, seeing that he was heavily dedicated his time to Don Quixote's Improvicals, theater, and baseball. He will be attending MSUM next year for elementary education. Please join me in welcoming John Kennedy.
Good afternoon. For those of you that don't know me, my name is John Kennedy. My middle name does not start with an F, but if you want it to start with an F, then it can. I don't care. I came to South my freshman year. It was my 5th school I had been to in 5 years. Each year I thought I'd found a home, but by the end of the year we were moving again, and I was leaving all my newfound friends behind. At the end of my freshman year, I confronted my dad and said, "You know what? Fargo South is my home. I want to strive for excellence. I want to be the man I was born to be. The paw is the law." There was a long pause before he said, "Okay." High school is an interesting time. Each one of us plays many parts. Of course, our first role is as a student. All of us sitting here have successfully played that part. But from there, we get to choose what parts we want to play. For me, when I started here, I was all in on sports. I played soccer, basketball, baseball. I love the diversity that soccer had. One year, I had 30 guys from the soccer program sleep over at my house. There were guys from Fargo, Nepal, and most of Africa. That night, I learned about the value of teammates, how everyone has a story, and how to swear in 13 different languages. My sophomore year, I wanted to try out for our school improv troupe, Don Quixote's, but there was a slight problem. A member could only be involved in one sport and be in improv due to the year-long commitment. It was time for me to play my next part. I gave up soccer and basketball and got into the improv troupe. It was really hard to give up these two sports because, as you can tell by my physique and body mass, I could have gone D1 in either sport. I was also able to play other parts over the past 2 years. I became a student ambassador, I joined DECA, but a year ago, I was chosen to play my most important part here at Fargo South. One night, Natalie Shallow, Emilio Lamba, and I were eating ice cream at Cold Stone Creamery. When we walked out, a van pulled out, and out jumped 3 bandits with family fare bags over their heads. Being someone that regularly shops at Hornbacher's, I knew these people meant trouble. Sure enough, they threw pillowcases over our heads, wrestled us into the van, and kidnapped us. They drove us around for 20 minutes until we pulled into a driveway. They took us out of the van, ripped the pillowcases off our heads just like they do the mask of the villain in Scooby-Doo, and I was greeted by the menacing faces of Lindy Wickland, Matt Nelson, and Zeb Tabor. Before we could say anything, they threw cake in all 3 of our faces and squirted us with water guns. After this happened, there was kind of an awkward silence until Emilio said, "Haha, we just got cake-napped." After I heard Emilio say this awful joke, I wish they would have thrown the cake so hard in my face that my spine would have shattered and I would have died. It was then that the 3 kidnappers revealed their intentions to us and passed down their role as student section leaders. If you aren't quite sure what a student section leader is, it is just someone that cheers during all the sporting events. We really took pride in our role as student section, we really took pride in our roles and tried to think of the best themes ever for some of the games. During a home volleyball game, we decided that we wanted to recreate the table that the analysts sit around on SportsCenter. That was just one of our ideas that became a reality. We also wore trash bags one football game with tape on them that would spell out South Bruins, or hot dog if you arrange it correctly. That was also the game where some North people thought it would be funny to steal our bear. So one girl came over and snatched the bear out of Natalie's hands. It was then that Andy Pugliano realized it was up to him to save our school from criminals like this. So Andy did what any person in this situation would do. He yelled, "Give us back the bear! Give us our bear!" and jumped elbow first into the girl's back. She finally gave it back to us out of fear because she didn't know what Andy was capable of. Now I could go on and on about how Andy is a spaz or how awesome it is to be a student section leader, but I just don't have that luxury of time. Fargo South has been so good to be in my family, and I'm so happy that I was able to get through all 4 years with my closest friends. It has been an honor to cheer with all of you at most of the games, and I really hope you guys find something you want to do in life that makes you happy. Thank you, class of 2017, for making this a great year.
Thank you, John. Our first keynote speaker is Mona Abdelrahman. 2 words that come to mind when thinking of Mona are brilliant and fearless. Her intellect is evident when you speak to her, and it's quite apparent to all that she has made the most of her high school career, seeing that she was named a National Presidential Scholar and a member of the National Honor Society. Mona was also avidly involved in Knowledge Bowl and Science Olympiad. This fall, she will be furthering her education by attending Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Please welcome Mona Abdelrahman to the stage.
We are all Bruins today, and have been for a long time. Because of this, I hope you can all bear with me for a moment so we can reminisce on our past years together. For many of us, our journey together started out in a kindergarten or elementary school. Although we went to different schools before 6th grade, we still share many of the same memories. I think many of us can remember going to Clara Barton for pottery, the family skateland nights, and the excitement that arose whenever we had upperclassmen come visit us, looking up to them as if they were all grown up and independent. Some of this nostalgia also pours into middle school. We took many trips to Bonanzaville throughout our years and practiced our group pride during the 6th grade Olympics. And regardless of our team, we shared the pride of being a future Bruin. We also had wonderful opportunities during our time at Carl Ben. We got to give back to our community by planting trees, and we got to see who and what we could become when the upperclassmen visited us and spent their time to guide us again. We continued to bond with each other outside of school over cringy middle school dances and social media trends. As the days of middle school passed us by, we were preparing to enter the doors of Fargo South and officially become Bruins. Today, we have all become those upperclassmen. We have come along a far way from where we were, and although we have all faced numerous challenges together, expected and unexpected, I think we can all say those challenges have changed us for the better. By going through elementary, middle, and high school together, we all got to grow up and develop alongside one another. With these challenges that we have gone through, we still have a plethora of new challenges that await us, whether it is figuring out how to cook beyond boxed mac and cheese or finding the boundaries of our newfound independence. We will face many of these new challenges alongside our family and friends. However, it lies upon us to conquer these difficult prospects. We might have come along from eating glue and crayons, but another chapter of our life has begun, and even though it may be difficult at times, the reward of solving our challenges is astounding. These new challenges will teach us about who we are and help us in discovering ourselves. It does not make a difference whether we are choosing to continue our education or choosing another path. We are all embarking on new journeys that bring challenges, and these lessons that we learned at Fargo South will help us face these challenges. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you." Whatever happens, I hope we can all look back and feel that our younger selves would be proud of the people that we have become and how we have all developed from our own unique circumstances. As we delve into the future and go our own ways and face separate challenges, our shared Fargo South pride will connect us with one another and push us through. No matter where life's challenges take you, know that you will all end up becoming who you are from how you face your challenges. Thank you all and congratulations.
Thanks, Mona. Our second keynote speaker is Case Postuma. I've had the pleasure of getting to know Case over the past couple of years through BOV, and I have found that his laid-back personality and clever sense of humor is why so many are drawn to his presence. He's a member of Knowledge Bowl, National Honor Society, Bruin Ambassadors, band, jazz band, choir, and BOV. For anyone who has ever seen Case rocking out a vocal solo or a solo with his saxophone, it's easy to see how truly passionate he is about music. Case will be attending St. Olaf for music performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Case Postuma.
Well, class of 2017, our day has finally come. Our tests are over, our projects are completed, and I am now the only thing standing between you and your diplomas. And although I would not normally be much of a barrier, you will have to wait just a little bit longer. Now, as is typical of speeches like this one, I'm going to flash back to where this journey began, first day of kindergarten. I was far from excited to be going to school that day, and I was simply not ready to leave the life of preschool where half the day was spent eating snacks and taking naps. I was afraid of going to a real school with new kids. In fact, I was kicking and screaming the whole car ride to school, and I didn't stop crying until we arrived. However, I made it through that day, and when my mom came to pick me up that afternoon, she found her son kicking and screaming for the opposite reason. I'd enjoyed my first day so much that I did not want to go home from school. Yes, I was that big of a nerd from day one, and I realized that day that this school thing wasn't all that bad. 9 years later, on my first day of high school, I had similar feelings about the next step in my academic journey. There were no tears, no kicking, and no screaming. Yet the thought of entering high school with big, scary seniors and grades that actually mattered still caused me some distress, and again it seemed that staying at home would be the easier option. However, as I stand here today, I realize that I had no reason to worry, as these past 4 years have led to great times and lifelong memories. For me, these memories include the time John danced on rollerblades to I Will Survive at Mr. South, and the time we brought a speaker and blasted music at the homecoming football game, despite the players' obvious disapproval. You guys were up by like 30, so sorry, not sorry. We've had countless other great moments at Fargo South, and whoever you are, no matter what you've done, we will all have fond memories from these 4 years and of who we spent them with. Now, I'm not going to stand up here and claim that high school is always great for everybody. In fact, the road to graduation isn't always smooth for anybody. Sometimes you fail a test. Sometimes you suffer a disappointment beyond the classroom, on the playing field, or on stage. Sometimes you get 3,000 retweets and you still miss out on a prom date. Still, high school has become comfortable for us, and I know I am not the only one feeling like 5-year-old me, unsure about what exactly the future holds outside of Fargo South. Sure, you may be excited to use the bathroom without permission and embrace some of the other freedoms that come with graduating, but for many of us, this day is still bittersweet as we are both excited for and afraid of the future. In the following months, we will all leave the familiar behind and make the leap to adulthood, and yes, this can be daunting for anyone. It is this leap, however, that we all must make, and make confidently, because just like other difficult steps we've taken to get to this point, we will be better off if we embrace everything the future holds. And although we may all be apprehensive about what is to come, know that impending change is for the better. In fact, your high school years should not be the best years of your life. These past 4 years have been great, but they are only preparation for bigger and better things for each one of us in the future. Our high school diplomas will not be our greatest achievement, but a necessary step on the path to what will be. Not the finish line, but a hurdle to overcome in a race we are all running. And now we each have the chance to determine how far the rest of that race takes us. We all have a vision of our perfect future lives if everything works out as planned. And with this diploma, we have the chance to make that vision a reality. Therefore, I urge you all to continue to work hard and embrace every opportunity that brings you closer to your goals. There will undoubtedly be more challenges and hurdles along the way, but we have been well equipped to deal with those trials, no matter which path we choose. Yes, whether you are going to college, enlisting into the military, or joining the workforce, we are all moving on to new things and leaving high school behind. But this next step would be impossible without the lessons we've learned and the experiences we've shared the past 4 years. Class of 2017, we are ready to take the next step in our lives. Wherever you go, whatever you do, remember that as the great Arthur Ashe once said, success is a journey, not a destination. The doing is often more important than the outcome. It has been an honor sharing the past 4 years with all of you. Thank you.
Nice job, Case. Now, class of 2017, it is almost time to receive our diplomas and officially become graduates of Fargo South. As your name is called and you walk across the stage, I hope you are proud and reflect on the past 12 years of your life and all of your positive memories and successes that have come from school, especially these past 4 years at Fargo South. At this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce our principal, Dr. Todd Birch.
Thank you, Margaret. Good afternoon and welcome. It's a pleasure to have you present today to celebrate the academic accomplishments by the members of the class of 2017. There have been many successes that have been achieved by the members of this class. Many individual, some team, a shout out to the academic Olympic state championship team, and some by the entire class, such as our class community service project known as PRANK. People really appreciate nice kids. Congratulations to you all. To start the school year, the administration addressed the seniors to be leaders and role models for the students at South High. I am proud to report that the members of this graduating class answer the call to show underclassmen what it means to be a Bruin and do things the Bruin way. It is my honor to say thank you. Speaking of thanks, I have expressed my thanks and gratitude to the parents and guardians for the encouragement and support provided to the graduates throughout the years of education and activity involvement. It has been our privilege to assist in the social and educational development of your sons and daughters. Another group of people that deserve recognition are all the teachers, including elementary and middle school teachers that have been a part of the class of 2017. I especially want to thank the faculty and staff of Fargo South High. At this time, would the South High staff and teachers that are present and any other elementary or middle school Bruin teachers please stand and be recognized? Stand up. Thank you. Graduates, my final message is inspired by guys named John. First is John Gordon. Mr. Gordon is an accomplished author and speaker who has learned that his best lessons have come from the University of Hard Knocks. Even though you can't earn a degree from this university, you will learn valuable life lessons. He encourages you to not let failure, obstacles, or fear keep you from pursuing your dream and living your purpose. As the world awaits you to pursue your dream, remember, where you are now is not where you're going to be. You don't have to be perfect to start, just start. Don't be afraid to fail. You are here for a reason. You have a purpose, and you are meant to live and share it. You don't have to be great. You just have to have a great desire to do your best and bring out the best in others. Stay positive, and lastly, if you believe your best days are ahead of you, they are. The best is yet to come. The second John is John Beatty. To start the school year, I provided each staff member a mini manual for becoming super awesome by author John Beatty. I share some of John's advice with you to become super awesome. 1, seek deep joy. which really means happiness matters. 2, make your goals just beyond your reach. At South High, we call that striving for excellence. 3, choose your character. Never forget about Bruin class. 4, find your talent, passion intersect. Follow your heart with your talents. 5, be willing to pay the price. Nothing comes without hard work and commitment. And lastly, develop a habit of gratitude. Seniors, you began this habit on prank day. To show your appreciation for your favorite staff member, you were asked to pause. That would be spelled P-A-W-S, and I will share the significance in just a moment. To take time to write a note to a staff member that you appreciate. We bombed the staff mailboxes, and it was awesome. It's my pleasure to share with you some of the messages the staff received. Cherish teachers because they want you to be someone. You are not only our teacher, you are our inspiration. You are all the best. I am so thankful for the love, support, and encouragement. There are honestly no words that truly express the gratitude we have for you. By knowing you, each of us has been changed for the better through your kind, encouraging ways. For that, we will be forever grateful. Thank you, seniors, for your kind and thoughtful messages to the Bruin staff. The third John is John Wesley. He said, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you ever can." Mr. Wesley wants you to experience life with a pause attitude. When you see the Bruin paw, I want you to remember that pause way of life means that you are positively awesome with style. The final John that I will reference is our own John Kennedy. John, would you please join me? Also, would you welcome Natalie as well too? Join me too, Natalie. You have learned that John and Natalie were selected as section leaders. I've asked John and Natalie to lead the class of 2017 in a Fargo South High cheer with style. All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing our Bruin students who are positively awesome with style. At this time, I certify that the students in the Fargo South High School class of 2017 that are about to receive their diplomas have met all the requirements that have been established by the Fargo Board of Education and the Department of Public Instruction. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to present the class of 2017 to Fargo Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Jeffrey Schatz.
Thank you. Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Education, Administration, and staff of the Fargo Public Schools, I would like to extend my welcome to the commencement exercises for the class of 2017. Welcome to parents, families, and friends. To you graduates, congratulations on your graduation and all that you've accomplished along the way. Your journey to get here today has prepared you to take the next step in your life. Now you will move on to the status of alumni, and with that status, you will become a member of a well-established group who came before you. At this time, I would ask that those who are out in the stands, who are here in attendance today, who are graduates of the Fargo Public School system, please stand. And at this time, I'd ask the graduates to stand. All of the graduates, stand, turn. Go ahead and turn and face the audience. You are now going to become an established member of this alumni group. Please give the alumni your round of applause. To those of you who are alumni, thank you for your continued support of what we do in providing our students with the skills and attributes needed to be successful in their next steps in their lives. Thank you. To our teachers, counselors, support staff, and administrators in attendance today, thank you for your dedicated commitment to our students. Your steady and determined guidance has been critical in ensuring that each and every student receive the best possible education while in attendance at our schools. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. Finally, to those school board members in attendance today, thank you for your service to our community and to our district. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. Graduates, as I travel throughout the city and as I travel throughout the state and elsewhere, the one question I get asked all the time is this: are students today better prepared than students of yesterday? The challenge that we have in front of us, and amidst the ongoing chatter of social media and instant news coverage of underperforming students, international comparisons indicating a decline in student performance, and high-stakes tests that group all students in one commonly misinterpreted score, one would think that the answer to this question is no. However, I know better. As I travel across the district this year making many public presentations to our community, I spoke about the high expectations we have for today's graduates. We demand more from you today than we ever did before. We ask that you complete 24 credits to graduate. More than 54% of our students earn more than those required credits to graduate. The Fargo Public Schools is a leader in the state by offering a rigorous curriculum of advanced placement courses. Our students account for more than 1/3 of the AP student enrollment across the entire state. 72% of those students who take the AP exam scored a proficient rate. Graduates, you are more engaged in our community through service learning projects, community engagements, and service to many different sectors in our city. And you are a significant part of the workforce in our community. You represent the youthful life of a community and bring energy and value to the future of our community. From my perspective, you are the greatest commodity that we have. And for you, and you are the future citizens, homeowners, workforce, creators, innovators that will lead us through a globally connected 21st century world. There are big expectations for you. However, I know you are prepared to meet these challenges, and that you will do that as you walk across the stage today and receive your diploma. As you leave the dome today, some of you have a well-planned plan for your future, while some of you are still developing that path. Regardless of what you choose, I hope you will do some of these things. Dream big, why not? What do you have to lose? For you're young and you have plenty of time to pursue your dreams. Take the next step to your new reality, no matter how small or big, but do something. Be patient and reflective. Knowledge is only good if you reflect on it. Engage yourself in a purposeful life, one of integrity, truth, and purpose. Look up from time to time from your cell phone and engage in a conversation with another human being. Be happy, have a hopeful spirit, be curious. You are the only one in charge of your destiny. Challenge yourself big. You have every opportunity to be successful in life. Seize the moment and engage in a purposeful future. Congratulations, as I wish you all the best and success in your journey. Congratulations.
At this time, would the first row of the graduating class of 2017 make their way to the stage, please, to receive your diplomas.
Muhinin Abakar. Mona Abdulrahman. Kirsten Aguilar. Jonathan Allen. Miknia Atkinson. Miranda Barnhart. Megan Barth. Kumar Basnet. Michael Bennett. Tamara Bickler. Logan Beery. Keegan Blake. Chase Bain. Princess Boa. Nicole Braun. Cade Briss. Taylor Brown. Brooklyn Brownlee. Benjamin Bryant. Claire Carlson. Joseph Cullen III. Fook Doe. Mitchell Doctor. Haley Durley. Dawson Dines. Jonah Eggers. Destiny Enquist. Elizabeth Erber. Dylan Erdman. Bryant Everest. Moira Flaherty. Gabrielle Flynn. Adam Frisk. Nathan Frazee. Chantel Gonzer. Miramar Gala. V. Garretts. Santosh Gailey. Danica Gibb. Mateo Gingrich. Meredith Grothman. Seth Grott. Titus Gruno. Dennis Gunberg. Anju Goring. Pal Goring. Sorry, Paul. Poonam Goring. Victoria Gutierrez. Abigail Hagen. Rihanna Harmon. Parker Haug. Shania Hawari. Sydney Hella. Janessa Hinkleman. Isabel Henley. Sophia Herman. Kaylee Hicks. Jacob Honnell. Dakota Hoselton. Grace Hudson. Saif Hussein. Munir Ishaq. Tyler Ives. Dakota Jacobson. Emily Jensen. Princess Giroux. Margaret Johannesson. Brandon Kinkelfritz. Dio Katawal. Alexandria Keel. Kaya Keller. John Kennedy. Remy Kapoho. Spencer Kurtz. Michaela Lalonde. Emilio Lambao. Hunter Lawson. Leon Lee. Erica Leach. Aaron Lougheed. Tyrese Love. Divine Labungo. Xander Lukuski. Mallory Ludwig. Gunnar Lundblad. John Magnus. Hian Mai. Sophia McCleskey. Kalapana Munger. Jada Marshall. Annabelle Marty. Connor Merrim. Curtis McCann. Mason McCord. Tyler Mirror. Menka Minden. Hauna Mirachin. Devin Miller. Joshua Miller. Anthony Mitchell. Ale Muhammad Ali. Ashti Muhammad Ali. Iha Muhammad Ali. Eli Mose. Bishnu Munger. Chase Munson. Echo Moore. Logan Moore. Musuni Mudatina. Peyton Muldoon. Intisar Mustafa. Gloriosa Duimamana. Christian Nelson. Riley Nelson. Govinda Nepal. Lena Nyo. Abigail Nielsen. Desaya Kisinggaban. Zachary Norquist. Aline Nayabiva Ho. Olarian Aldoanjo. Ashley Olson. Cole Olson. Evan Olson. Joshua Olson. Michael Olson. Cooper Opheim. Timothy Paresh. Jeffrey Persons. Jack Petru. Elizabeth Flipson. Sarah Fahn. Jack Pfeiffer. Case Postuma. Andrew Pagliano. Sydney Pupo. Bebek Rye. Cheyenne Rieger. Anthony Register. Rebecca Roberts. Kayla Rorick. Max Rocky. Brenna Rourke. Miranda Ryan. Riley Saylor. Logan Solberg. Alessandro Sassi. Natalie Shallow. Skylar Shimke. Kelly Schlegel. Alexandria Schmidt. Yuho Salo. Maya Sharp. Robert Sickles. Quincy Simonson. Thomas Smolleritz. Alina Smith. Rachel Sorrells. Nutsini Simi Shai. Brendan St. Germain. Sarah Standel. Leah Stanky. Skylar Stevens. Elijah Stone. Etta Soa. Biak Sung. Oksana Svedersky. Anita Tamang. Kalina Terrelson. John Tewin. Rajesh Thapa. Isabel Feinher. Zachary Thomas. Kayla Thomason. Nicole Thompson. Zachary Thompson. Destiny Tugnati. Tyler Tran. Lavender Upshaw. Nicholas Vanderbush. Jackson Valesky. Crystal Vergara. Colin Buig. Hunter Van Hagen. Braxton Waters. Gabriel Watson. Wasey White Bear Dunn. Connor Weirs. Ren Winiger. Alexander Wood. Julia Youngs. Ashley Zaleski. Dennis Zakanovich.
With utmost pleasure, it is my great honor to be one of the first to say congratulations to my fellow graduates of the class of 2017. We will now hear Earth Song performed by the Fargo South Concert Choir under the direction of Mrs. Sarah Lichtblau. As the end of the celebration nears, I would like to introduce our closing speaker, someone whom I have become very close with over the years. She is someone who perfectly exemplifies what it means to be a Bruin and strive for excellence. Many have come to admire her friendly aura, unwavering confidence, and steady leadership. She was a member of DECA, Student Council, National Honor Society, Bruin Ambassadors, and ran cross country. In the fall, she will be attending the University of Minnesota for math, secondary education, and administration. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming Natalie Shallow.
Congratulations, class of 2017. We have all heard it before. As we look forward, the opportunities are endless. I don't know about all of you, but that doesn't seem to give me much peace of mind. That means endless opportunities for failure, endless opportunities to make a fool of myself, or, as Hackey would point out, so many lost opportunities that I could have invested in a Roth IRA. With these endless opportunities, how are we supposed to look forward and know exactly what we want to do and where we want to go? Truthfully, we don't need to know these things at all. In my opinion, the three things that people need to focus on in life to not only acquire success, but to also leave the world a little better than when you found it, are passion, curiosity, and gratitude. First is passion. I'm sure everyone has experienced a time when listening to another about something that they were extremely passionate about, and they radiated with such joy that they ignited a feeling of eagerness within you. As cliche as it may sound, what's stopping us from pursuing what makes our happiness thrive? Imagine how much better life will be if we allow ourselves to live every day with our eyes lit up because we are doing what we love. Passion drives people to make the changes that they see fit in the world. The second is curiosity. With the world being so innovative and ever-changing, where would we be without curiosity? If no one in the past had been curious, we wouldn't be even close to where we are today. Had Benjamin Franklin not been curious, we may not have discovered electricity. Had Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph not been curious, we wouldn't have our beloved Netflix today. And had Gary Clegg not had the curiosity to invent the Snuggie, who knows, maybe we would all suffer from a severe lack of warmth in our arms due to our blankets not being big enough. The third key to success is gratitude. Even if we find our passion and pursue it with endless curiosity, what is success without gratitude? As we look back on our high school years, everyone can think of parents, teachers, staff, mentors, and friends who have helped us get here. They've pushed us to improve, they've challenged us to grow, and they've picked us up when we've stumbled. We must be grateful for those who have helped us get here and be mindful of the people who will help us in our futures. Our communities are and will be our support system. Today is a day of thanks, as our success and achievements are a product of hundreds of people who have touched our lives. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who has helped me get here. I know I will always be grateful. I will leave you with a quote from Wilford Peterson. His words encompass the ending of this chapter of our lives and the potential that exists in each one of us to take the opportunities that await our class of 2017. Walk with the dreamers, the believers, the courageous, the cheerful, the planners, the doers, the successful people with their heads in the clouds and their feet on the ground. Let their spirit ignite a fire within you to leave this world better than when you found it. I wish you all the best of luck in your futures. Remember to pursue your passions, express curiosity, and never cease to show gratitude. Congratulations once again, class of 2017.
Thanks, Natalie. This is it, class of 2017, the end of a long 12-year journey and also the start of a new one. I would like to thank all the parents, teachers, family, and administrators for all of their unwavering support throughout the years. Thank you for believing that we can achieve. And finally, thank you for your steadfast loyalty pushing us to graduate. Without a doubt, we will forever cherish the many memories given to us by our peers, teachers, and Fargo South for the rest of our lives. Class of 2017, as we finish this chapter and turn the page anew, we will carry with us our Bruin attitude and go out and strive for excellence. With this, I am delighted to officially say congratulations and hats off to the class of 2017.